With the desert stretching behind me, I drained the rest of my canteen and vowed to return victorious. Welcome to Spelunky. Hey folks, welcome to my second video, and today we're covering Spelunky! This is dirt cheap gaming, and remember, if you haven't set your toaster on fire, you can probably play this game. Now, on with the show. I was recently given some advice to cover more features of the gameplay, so this time I'll give a quick rundown of the game. For anyone who likes fast-paced gameplay, exploration, rescuing damsels in distress, or technically sometimes the other way around, there's more to Spelunky than meets the eye. Is that a UFO? As I only have access to the free version of Spelunky, I will only be covering its basic features, and I will provide a link to it in the description. There are few losses in features, mostly appearance and a few customization options. There's even a Spelunky 2 for the daring. You start off with nothing but your whip, several bombs, and ropes, and then you're on your own. Adapt and overcome, they say. Basic things to be on the lookout for. Well, gold, of course. Gold is both a measure of your score and a means to purchase valuables. Jars. Jars can have anything from gold to an enemy within them. Naturally, that means you have to be on the lookout for enemies. Most enemies only deplete a single health, and you can restore or increase health by several means, mainly rescuing damsels in distress. However, there are some enemies that will instantly annihilate you. Caution is advised, you are exploring dangerous territory. My basic controls are as follows. WASD for movement, Shift for running, Space for jumping, J for action, E to activate switches, U to use a bomb, I to use a rope, P to purchase items. However, there are some unlisted controls, most of which will be listed in the tutorial. I highly advise playing the tutorial first and learning how to pick up and use objects. Otherwise, most objects using involves having it picked up or at your location, such as holding up and pressing the action button. Now, on with the show again. Flap, flap, flap. For those new players, the ladder on the left is an unlocked feature purchased by gold from actually I don't remember, it's been a while. Find out for yourself. If you want to know how long it's been, I'm actually having to test out the controls again here, and that's why I'm making so many awkward motions. I also apologize for any skips in audio or video. As I mentioned, all I have is an N3540 graphics card, integrated. That's it. Now you notice I'm picking up a lot of things. I'm basically testing and re-experiencing the gameplay. It's actually quite fun, but it takes quite a bit of a learning curve to get used to it. You'll want to be running almost all the time. It increases your jump height, not to mention makes you harder to hit from enemies. Tossing things at most enemies will kill them, but some enemies have more than one health. Try not to waste resources either, like I did, bumbling around with my controls. It also made my platform a lot harder, and that can make it where you lose health if you fall the wrong way. Hello, miss! You need help! Oops. That wasn't supposed to happen. So when you see a damsel, try not to kill them accidentally, because they're kind of your source of health for most things. Generally speaking, each world has around 3 or 4 levels, and the boss is on the final one. However, there are some places where you can go back and forth between places, and it's a really complex little game with a lot of fun features. Give it a try. You may wonder why I blew up the spider. Well, the simple answer is, some enemies are too dangerous to approach, and others can only be damaged by, well, damaging means. No whipping for them. So, yeah. I picked up the web, which allows me to have sticky bombs. Now my bombs will stick to surfaces. Keys are another factor. You use them, you have to carry them to the chest. You don't get to keep them in an inventory or anything. Everything in this game you have to carry, whether that's guns, items, enemies, the damsel in distress, even that idol you see up there above. That's just another funny little thing. That wobbling indicates that you're close to an edge and that you might fall off, but it's a good little feature. Then another thing, quite a few of the enemies you can harm just by jumping on them, so you don't have to waste any items or get close with your whip. But it's a lot more dangerous than using the whip or an item. Like throwing a stone. I really hate the bats. They approach you from above, so they're really hard to get rid of unless you have something to throw at them. Jump, jump, boink, boink. Not another bat. I was trying to get it over here to sacrifice it on this altar. Uh-oh, spider. Yeah, that was dumb. When you sacrifice stuff on the altars, it gives you stuff, usually. I even tried to sacrifice this crate. Some items you can sacrifice, but apparently not a crate. Hello. Time to go. Why, thank you. Jump, jump. Spiders tend to only attack whenever you get beneath them. Something that should be mentioned, you have a time limit. If you spend too much time in the game or in any one level, a ghost will appear and it's an instant kill, meaning you lose everything if it manages to touch you. It can also go through walls, like any ghost should. That health is so valuable, I'd trade the rope for it. It's worth it. Like I said, running not only makes you move faster, it increases your jump height. And that's just invaluable. Sometimes it's worth it to look around. If you find a crate, you can get better stuff. Thank you again, miss. And here we are in the jungle where things get interesting. Not only are there traps, but it's your first experience with an insta-kill enemy. Piranhas. Gotta watch out for those teeth. And they move fast. Jump, jump, boing, boing. You can feed enemies to the deadly flowers, carnivorous plants, whatever they are, and it'll incapacitate them for a short bit. Darn frogs. They're annoying too. Actually, what enemy in this game isn't annoying? That's part of the fun. Darn it. Exploding frogs. Fun. Ah, man. This game will punish you for not paying attention. And I mean that. You have to look around and you have to make choices. All within a time limit. And with that, that is the end of my run. And hopefully you will enjoy this game. As always, remember, if you didn't set your toaster on fire, you can probably play this game. This has been Dirt Cheap Gaming, bringing you the bare bones of gaming. Bye.